Hello, and welcome to Polish Short Stories. My name is Dr. Jack Hutchins. I'm going to be your instructor for this course for the JTerm. I just wanted to go over a few things with you, introduce you to me, and then give you some introductions about the course. So I'm going to, first I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Kansas. A really tiny little town of like 600 people. It was a ranching community. After college, I went into Peace Corps and spent 2 years with Peace Corps in Poland, and then another 2 years on my own, teaching at a university in a city called Poznan. And then when I got back to the States, I decided Polish literature and culture was what I wanted to do with my life. So I ended up getting a PhD in Slavic languages and literatures from the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. And I've been lecturing on Polish literature here at Loyola since 2018. This is the third or fourth time I'm doing a JTerm for this course. So just a little, I guess, explanation, background, warning. The video lectures that I have on each day for our class, they come from different semesters. You'll notice one day I have a mustache, another day I have a big beard, another day I have nothing on my face. You'll see, me in different places. I've done this a few times now, and it just didn't make much sense to me to keep making new videos for the lessons. The ones that I've chosen are pretty good. And so it just didn't seem like something I should just keep redoing over and over again. If I happen to mention something in a video, I think I've edited all these little things out, but you may catch one or two. But if I happen to say something in the video that has something to do with like a year ago, just ignore it. If there's something you definitely need to know, I'll be sure to let you know. Usually the video lectures are just about the material, explanation, historical background to the books and the stories you're reading for that day. So, what else can I tell you about myself? I'm married. I have a little daughter, and we live in Champaign. I actually, during the semester, I commute to Loyola to teach 2 courses. So that's a heck of a thing. So these JTerms are really nice because I don't have to leave the house. The way it's going to work is you can work at your own pace. Feel free to work at your own pace, but keep up. But if you want to speed through, if you want to try to get stuff done early, feel free. If you want to start today, this is the 26th of December. If you want to get started today, just feel free. Go ahead and start on the class. It's open. The midterm isn't available yet, so you won't be able to do that yet. But if you want to get started on anything, feel free to do it. Okay, this is a very intensive course. It's 9 days, I guess 10 days. We cram a whole semester into 10 days. And you might think, well, if it's only 10 days, shouldn't I get a bit of a break? But the thing is, you're getting a full semester's credit. So it would not be fair to other students who take the semester-long course if you got to do less work. So there are a few minor adjustments to this course. You can't write a 15-page paper in 10 days. So I've made the paper a bit smaller, but that's really the only adjustment. The reading is the same. The discussions are the same. So it can be pretty intense. So by all means, do not get behind. So I have our Sakai site up on my little tablet here. So I just want to go through it real quick. So if you start with me on the Start Here button on the left side, it'll tell you Welcome to Polish Short Stories. It goes from January 3rd to the 7th, and then January 9th to the 13th. It has my information there, my email, my office phone. Obviously, I'm not in the office, so you can't call me. But please feel free to email me anytime with any questions over the 9-day period of class. Anything that you're confused about, or if you have any questions, just email me. So there's the course description. You can read that on your own. This is asynchronous. This is an online asynchronous course, meaning we do not have live meetings. So what I'll do is every day during the course, starting January 3rd, from 10 to noon every day, I'll be available on a Zoom call. I'll email you the link, the invite to the Zoom. And if you have questions, get on, ask me the questions, we'll talk. If you have no questions, you don't have to bother getting onto the meeting. This is basically my office hours, my live office hours. This is the only time we speak live, is through the Zoom meetings from 10 to noon. This is still break, so I can't imagine that you can't make 10 to noon work. But if there's something that every day of this course you're just not available in those during that 2 hour window, we could figure something else out. But I mean, I've always found that students have been able to get those 2 hours during the day, especially during break, unless you have a full-time job. I mean, but that's rare. But if you do, we'll figure something out. Excuse me. Okay, so you'll definitely want to get the Zoom app then. Textbooks and software. There's just one book. It's very cheap. It's like $3, and it's an ebook. There are 2 books technically. Most of everything we read is going to come out of the course packet, and you can purchase that at the link here. It's like $2.56, I think. And the reason we have to do it that way is to help pay for copyright for some of the materials. Most of the materials are not in the public domain, so you have to pay for a copyright thing. So if you buy that ebook there, that's mostly what you need. Then we are also reading selections from a local boy, Stuart Dybek. He's a Polish-American author. He actually went to Loyola, so it's really cool that we get to read him in this course. And his book is available in several places electronically. They have at least one copy, maybe more, at the library of this book, Coast of Chicago. So if you just want to go to the library, or if you want to order interlibrary loan now, you might get it, but it might be too fast before they can get it to you. So we don't read him until like the last couple days of the course. So you might have some time, but I wouldn't push it. They may even have an electronic copy through the library website. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's several places you can get it online. You can buy the physical copy if you want. You can go, I'm sure Barnes & Noble up in Chicago would probably have a copy because he's a local minor celebrity. So anyway, those are the only 2 things you need to purchase. And they're pretty inexpensive. These are recommended books. You don't have to buy them. A lot of them are in fact, all of them, I'm sure, are in the library. But if, for a little background, when you go to write your paper, these would be good sources to go to for secondary sources. You'll notice that my book is there. I published a book a couple years ago. It's this book, actually. I have it right here. This little book here. And the good thing is that it just came out in paperback. It was only available in hardback for a long time, and it was like $90, so I never made students buy it. But now it's like $30 on the website. So if you just look that up on Rowman and Littlefield Publishers, it's only $30 now, which is actually pretty good for an academic book. You don't have to buy it, but if you want to help out a struggling academic, feel free to purchase a copy if you have money to burn. $30 is still a bit to pay for a book. Okay, so assignments and grading. Part of your total grade is class participation and attendance. So since this is an asynchronous course, there's no scheduled meetings. So your participation and attendance will be noted by watching the videos, checking off your accomplishments on each Sakai page, and then also the discussion modules are part of that participation and attendance grade. So, discussion modules. The bulk of your interaction is through discussion forums. You need to post your answer to the prompts by 11:59 p.m. that day. So all the due dates for all the discussions are available. You'll be able to see when they're coming. And then you also need to reply to at least 2 of your colleagues' posts by 10 a.m. the following day. Okay? So you'll have your post. You need to get that uploaded by 11:59 p.m. of that day. And then you need to reply to at least 2 colleagues by 10 a.m. the following day. Now there's some leeway here, like if you don't get it into late afternoon, maybe early evening of the next day, that's fine. But definitely try to get your own posts in on time. Your replies to your colleagues, there's a little leeway there, but no one can reply to anyone if there are no posts. So you really need to try to get that. Post of yours in on time. So your post will be 300 words. Actually, usually I reduce that a little bit. Yeah, let's say 200. I'm going to rewrite that. So your post should be at least 200 words, and each reply should be 100 words. So you'll have a post of at least 200 words. And then the reply, each reply of the 2 replies needs to be at least 100 words. Okay. So every day you're writing a minimum of 400 words, which really isn't that much. 400 words it's like a letter to the editor of a paper. I mean, it's really short. It won't take long for that. Here's the grading rubric for the discussions. Grading rubric for written assignments. So you're oh, there they go. Okay. No? Huh. I need to fix this a little bit. So I'm missing part of the, okay, I'm glad I'm looking at this now. So aside from your discussions, you'll have 2 other assignments. There's a midterm, which is due, I think, the first Sunday after the course starts. And then you'll have what's called a synthesis paper, a 4 to 6 page synthesis paper, due at the end of class. That's already actually available. You can see that the midterm it won't be available until like Friday. You'll be able to look at it Thursday or Friday. So for your synthesis essay, though, it is going to be a closed form, thesis-driven, classic introduction, body, conclusion, structured essay. So this is not a journal entry. It's not a blog post. It's not a thought piece or anything like that. This is a formal college essay. And I have a couple videos on our Sakai site during different days where I talk about formal essay writing, and I give you some points on structure, content, that kind of thing. So that's all in the course. Definitely watch those videos. I give you like what I'm expecting for introduction, thesis, body, conclusion. So here's the grading scale. Okay, I'm going to add, I need to add the midterm and the essay to the syllabus. I'll get that later today. It'll be changed. Speaking of syllabus, if you go to the next bar on the left for syllabus, you'll see the schedule. That's pretty straightforward. I have something here called Day 0, and what this basically is the background. There's some videos about Polish history, Polish culture. There's some stuff about reading literature and writing about literature. So this isn't due until the first day of class. I can't assign you something to be due before class starts, but I'm giving you this stuff now so you can, get an introduction to Poland before you start the class. A lot of students who start my classes have no idea sometime about Poland. They may know where it is on a map, but that's about everything they know. So this is just a few short things about Polish history and whatnot. If I were you, I would do these things before class starts, and then the discussion around it isn't due until the first day. So, you don't have to do any of it until the first day. But if you wait until then, you're going to have a lot to do. So then you see everything that's due, what day of the thing. You see midterm is due by January 9th by midnight. Well, 11:59 p.m. So yeah. And then if you go back over to the sidebar, you get day 0. You have all the lessons divided by days. So each day, I don't know if you can see this on the screen, each day has a checklist. So that might be helpful to you to keep on track. As you accomplish each task, you just check it off, and then you know that you've done everything. And each day has, as I was saying, a video about the readings. So the video lectures are not that exciting. This has been a critique. I don't know how to make them any more exciting. I'm a lecturer, I lecture. So if you find yourself getting a little bored, maybe speed up the video. You can go all the way up to double speed. I'm not I try to be funny and mildly exciting in the classroom. Video lectures are a little difficult. So give me a little slack there. I tried my best with the video lectures. I have to get the information in, and I don't know how to make it any more exciting. The stories are great. When you read the stories, the literature, you're gonna love it. There's a lot of great work in there. Me, as a video lecturer, leaves a little to be wanting. So leaves a little wanting. So, but I think you'll be able to get through it. I think. Let's see. Let me check my checklist here. Yeah, I think that's all I had for today. As I said, you feel free to email me anytime. If you need to set up a different kind of meeting, a different live meeting than the 10 to 12, feel free to let me know, and we'll set up a time. Otherwise, be looking for the email, the Zoom invite, January 3rd for 10 to noon live office hour, if you have any questions. Other than that, welcome to the course. I hope you get something out of it. Polish literature is a remains a rather obscure literature, and I'm trying to change that. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, enjoy the rest of your break, and I'll be talking to you soon.